this big block is that people underestimate the time taken to break through, aka lack patience. People lack patience, especially in new age businesses like coaching, your e-commerce store, YouTubing, influencer, being an influencer, all these different types of new style of businesses. There is no roadmap that's been marked out for these kind of people, unlike all the other established career options that you have that you go to university to get into. Think about accounting, for example. When you get into it, becoming an accountant, you do a degree. You probably have to wait 6 months to start it. You do it, takes 4 years. You then get placed into a job. You find an entry-level job, 50K a year. It'll take you 10 years to get to 100 grand as an accountant. But you expect that because you know the path. Whereas the reason that we're so impatient now is because we are exposed. We're not given a path. It's new. It's unregulated. These are new. We're forging new paths. And we're bombarded by the online marketing world through social media. We're bombarded with messages left, right, and center about how great everyone's doing, how quick and easy it can be. And I want to talk briefly about the reason why this is the case. The people that you see most of their ads are people that are most successful with their ads. People that are most successful with their ads are the ones that are able to get it to work financially. So they got the cheapest leads, the best results with their marketing. That's what you're seeing. The reason that people have the best results with their marketing is because they market in a way that people respond best to, which is by appeasing all of their fears. So I'll give you some examples. The marketing that saying, I'm going to help you grow your business with blood, sweat, and tears the right way as an ad, no one's going to, it's going to be crap results. But if I say, I'm going to teach you as a coach to get to 6 figures with no experience needed, in less than 3 months, without spending a cent and without needing to cold call or put yourself out there in any way, you've just handled all the objections, the real hardship required. And that's the one that most people are going to click on. And the one that's more popular is cheaper. And they're the ones that everyone market to. So we're being bombarded with these messages online of how simple, quick, and easy it should be to be successful. But that's not true. That's just not true. You do need experience. You do need to put money into your business. It does take time. So we're being given false narratives, and that's massively impacted our expectations of how quickly we should get results in this space. And so people are impatient in their journey in business, not just because they're entitled and I want it now, although that's a part of it, but it's also because we think it should be easier. And then when you start pursuing the business and you're not breaking through, but you're seeing the evidence of all what you're seeing online is all the success stories, then it's easy to question, is there something wrong with me? Why haven't I been able to break through yet? Because all these other people seem to be doing it. I'm seeing on ads, even if you're not consciously realizing this, subconsciously, you're taking in the data of, I'm seeing that I should be able to do this, but I'm not. And so there's a problem here. And then we can get really harsh on ourselves. So I want to talk about a couple of key solutions here. One is set into the journey that you're on for the long term, as long as it's aligned, because I didn't put this as a point to talk about, but I'm going to talk about it now. A lot of people get into business for the wrong reasons. They think I'm not good enough and I need to be good enough. And so they try to get in to prove themselves. Then when they do get into business, the one that they try to do is the one that they think is going to work, not launching the one that's most passion fueled, most aligned for you. And so if you're not in a business that's most aligned for you, well, it's going to be very difficult to be consistent long term and sustain it. Yeah. So that's a side note. But given that that's ticked, then I would say set a 20-year expectation. There's a quote: people overestimate what's possible in the short term. They overestimate. I should get results quickly. It should be easy. Why don't I have leads yet? Why don't I have a client base yet? Why am I not making money yet? Why is it not working? Overestimate, overestimate. Why is it not happening quick? And then, but simultaneously to that, there's like you're not seeing how big you could take this. What's possible for you is bigger than what you even realize. It's just going to take longer than you think. Yeah. This happened to me. Like, I never thought initially starting out that I'd be a multi-million dollar entrepreneur and that was possible for me. I was just like, on my first day in business, I was cold calling tradies to sell them websites. And I remember thinking on the first day, because I had 7 people on my first day. I made like a lot of calls, let's say 100 calls on my first day, cold calls. And I got 7 business owners to agree for me to make them a demo website, of which was an idea that a friend gave me at the time, of which, if they like the website, they can buy it. If they don't have to buy it. And then I got these 7 people's details and built them a demo website. And I thought all of these people are going to convert. And then I made the websites and I sent it to them the next day or that night. I think I made them all that day and that night, and then sent it to them and then tried to call them back, and I couldn't get onto a single one of them. And I remember being so disappointed. Like, I was expecting them all to convert on my first day. And I over months and months of cold calling, I got to a point where I could one call close someone to pay for the website on the first call, which was cool. So yeah, I learned how to sell, but my expectations were day one breakthrough. but I didn't, in the same vein, think it was even possible for me to get to a multi-million dollar entrepreneur. I thought there were only a few people in the world that were like that. I didn't realize you walk down the street and there's like $1 million business, $400,000 business, $5 million business, $3 million business, $20 million business everywhere. I didn't know there were successful business owners everywhere. So anyway, people overestimate what's possible in the short term, underestimate the long term. So I want you to actually settle into knowing that your dreams are really possible in a couple of decades, really possible. And just so you know, this is how I feel about my journey with being a coach and a speaker and a thought leader. Like, I know what I love now. I love helping people live their most fulfilled life. I love helping people know that anything's possible for them that they really care about, and helping them create that. I love doing this podcast. I love speaking. I love writing. I love this self-help space. I love this space. I love doing this. But I'll tell you what, I don't expect myself, I do expect at some point to be like quite an influential speaker in the world, but it might take 10 years. You know, if I'm being honest, I'm expecting it to happen in the next 10 years. But I'll show up consistently for the next 10 years. I've got 3 book ideas that I will finish and publish in the next 5 years, but I'm not expecting to make heaps of money from them. Not expecting them all to blow up and go viral. Hopefully one of the books is amazing and people love it and it becomes like a well-known book and it puts me on the map. I would love for that to happen. I just don't expect it to happen. So I want you to think 20 years of consistent effort. Where can you get as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, with your passion business? And I really want to encourage you to make sure that what you're choosing to do is something that lights you up, that you really love, that from your heart you feel the alignment to it, and you want to extract fulfillment from doing it.